This year's flower show is a great way for people to experience something green and rather than the white that we've had for the last several weeks. So we're at the Seaport World Trade Center, and Massachusetts Horticultural Society manages the amateur competitions at this show. And right now we're in an exhibit called Nuptials in Napa, which is to give people the impression of an outdoor garden party in their backyard, a farm-to-table wedding. And we've combined this with our floral design open classes. And in the main area here, we have a farm-to-table table with centerpieces that are parts of the classes. We have hats that people have made. Children have made gift boxes. So it makes it a really interesting exhibit to bring our overarching garden exhibit and floral design together for this special exhibit. In addition, we have our photography exhibit in the conference room. That's a juried show. We have Ikebana in the conference room, and also another floral design group back there for people to see. Out on the floors here, next to our exhibit, we have amateur horticulture competition, which includes a window by Keefe Tech. So we're getting young people involved with the flower show, and people really should come down and enjoy it. So part of Nuptials in Napa is the floral design competition of a farm-to-table wedding. And so what we've done here is there are classes in floral design on the centerpieces, and they're designing for a table setting, which includes these very interesting wine glasses that are etched around the top of the glasses, which are to help you enjoy your taste buds enjoy the wine much better. So the designers in this class, the tableware was already there, the napkins were already there, and they had to come up with the centerpieces to finish off the table. And so this is a wedding event where everyone in here has designed for the lanterns we'll look at the weddings. The hats are behind me that people designed out of plant material. And then where we were out back is the after hours party after the wedding. And that shows the bride's veil and her shoes and her bouquet and the tux that the bride and groom have left behind and the champagne around the fire.
So I work for the Division of Fisheries and Wildlife, Mass Wildlife, and we're here at the flower show to give folks an idea about wildlife that could be in their backyard, in their forests. So we have examples here on the table of suburban wildlife that a lot of folks are surprised to know are in Massachusetts, like the bobcat. We just had somebody come up and just amazed that there were river otter in Massachusetts and New England. Other people are curious to know what they can do to keep some of these animals out of their gardens and away from their houses, pets. So we're here to kind of give some advice and just kind of give general information about Massachusetts wildlife. We get a lot of questions about plant and garden damage, as you would imagine. We also just get a lot of genuine surprise about the kind kind of the variety of species that we have in Massachusetts. A lot of specific questions. A lot of people are surprised to know that it's illegal to move problem wildlife. So a lot of people are drawn to the woodchuck, which can cause a lot of damage in your garden. A lot of people have the urge to want to trap them and move them and release them on another person's property or in a park, and we have to be the bearer of bad news that it's actually illegal to do that. And we have fact sheets to kind of walk people through the tips that they can do themselves, or actually call other folks to kind of solve some of these conflicts that often arise with backyard wildlife.
Hi, I'm here with Nature's Turn Press. My name is Matt, and I'd like to show you how our product works. So it is a convection air dryer. What does that mean? That means it is a dehydrator plus more. So not only does it dehydrate using traditional methods of hot air coming up, but the turning actually draws more moisture out. It also draws moisture out quicker and more efficiently. It also does it in a better way. What do I mean by better? Well, it retains more of the minerals, vitamins, and essential oils in things like lemons or oranges. It makes our product more moist, more malleable. If you want to feel it, it's actually not brittle. Nice spring to it. We have some beef jerky over here. It's a nice, moist, thick jerky. It's not going to be like that chippy, brittle jerky. One of my favorite ways to do it is I'm an amateur herbalist, and I actually use these to dry out the lavender and lemon balm that I grow to make my homemade salves. So what I do is I take a handful of lavender fresh from my garden, a handful of lemon balm fresh from my garden, cut it up, put it in here, set it for about 6 to 8 hours, let it dry out. The way that it dries out retains a lot of the essential oils. I can then take it, put it in my oil. I usually use like an almond oil, olive oil base for that. Draw the oils out of that, strain it, and then mix in beeswax for a handmade organic salve that I know everything comes from soup to nuts. This is a fantastic product for any amateur herbalist or anybody that wants to make healthy food for themselves.
So we're beekeepers from Beverly, Massachusetts. We sell beeswax candles. They're all handmade. They're 100% pure beeswax. And we also sell, we do a bee removal service. So we rescue and relocate honeybees, and we put hives in people's yards in eastern Massachusetts. I actually went to a bee talk at the Topsfield Fair at the Bee Building. I went and I rolled a beeswax candle with my son there, and I started asking them about bees, and then they signed me up for their class. And then after that, I got one beehive and everything went wrong, and I tried to figure out how to fix it, and I just learned more and more, and then it just took off. It's 100% beeswax, so bees have glands on their stomach. They secrete the wax flake by flake, and then they hang in chains and they shape it into a hexagon shape, and that's what they build their hive from. And then when they don't need it anymore, we take that wax and we melt it down using the sun with a solar wax melter, and then we take that cleaned wax and then we use that to make our candles.
you.